Right, Kiaman. Assalamualaikum. Right, we're going to start for today. It will be topic 3.3. Okay, the title is Zero and Negative Index. Okay, or indices. Right. So, what we have learned are the laws on how to perform certain operations which involve multiplication or division. Okay, if you notice, we didn't deal with anything to do with addition or subtraction. Okay, but now we want to move on. Okay, we want to see what happens when you have something like this, 3 to the power of 0. How do we make sense of this? Okay, so if we start with 3 cubed, we know it's 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, and then 3 squared, we know it's 3 times 3. And then 3 to the power of 1 is just 3. Okay, but what happens if 3 to the power of 0? Like, what number do we put? Okay, so it's kind of confusing. So we cannot work with this. Okay, so what we need to do, okay, is we need to make use of what we learned in the law. Okay, so what we learned is from 3 cubed. Okay, for example, if I want to divide it by 3 cubed. Okay, so we learned in the law that if the base is the same, one of the law, the base is the same. Okay, when we want to divide law number 2, what we need to do is we need to subtract the power. Okay, so we have this thing to be 3 to the power of 0. Okay, so we know that 3 cubed divided by 3 cubed is 3 to the power of 0. Okay, but on the other end, if let's say we don't want to deal with indices, okay, we just do 3 cubed divided by 3 cubed. Okay, so 3 cubed itself is 27 divided by 27. Okay, if I were to write like this, okay, you will tell me that the answer is 1. Okay, but previously we proved that 3 cubed divided by 3 cubed can be written as 3 to the power of 0. But on this end, we say that 3 cubed divided by 3 cubed can also be expressed as 1. Therefore, 3 to the power of 0, the answer is 1. Okay, so any number to the power of 0, the answer is 1. Okay, so that's the first part. After this, we will move on to the negative indices. But before that, I need you to look at work example 6. Okay, most of them are quite clear, but I want to go through 6 part B. Okay, part B is tricky. Okay, so we look at that. Okay, so just remember any number, okay, to the power of 0, okay, is always equal to 1. Okay, because you can use this as a way of explaining. Okay, any number. Okay, so now let's look at work example 6. Okay, part B. Okay, they give you 2 to the power of x to the power of 0. Sorry, 2x to the power of 0. Okay, right. So you know it's 1, but you cannot just say 1. You must understand that this 0 belongs, this index 0 belongs to x, but it does not belong to the 2. So the 2 has to remain there. Okay, and the x to the power of 0 becomes 1. So this answer is 2. Okay, so take note, even though it's straightforward, x to the power of 0 is 1, but do not make the mistake of making the 2 to the power of 0 as well. Okay, so this compared to this, for this case, the 0 goes to the 2, the 0 goes to the x. So this is 2, sorry, this is both is equal to 1. So it's actually 1. Okay, so this and this are two different maths questions. Okay, so please take note of the way it's being presented. Okay, so I need you to try to practice now 6 before we move on to the negative index. Alright, so I need to go through the next one, which is negative indices. Okay, so we're going to do the investigation. This is on page 72. Okay, so for this investigation, we'll do it as a class. Okay, so let's do it as class. Alright, so on the table there, under index form, okay, they have 3 squared, 3 to the power of 1, 3 to the power of 0, and then suddenly became the negative indices. So for the value, okay, we start with 9 and then we get 3. And then earlier we found out that anything to the power of 0, the answer is 1. So we can write that down first. Okay. So to get this, if let's say we don't know yet, okay, what we can do is we see the pattern. Okay. For 9 to go to 3, we need to divide by 3. For 3 to go to 1, we need to divide by 3. So the pattern is always divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. Okay, so when 2 becomes 1, when the power is 2 becomes 1, is divided by 3. 1 becomes 0, divided by 3. Okay, so if you can see the pattern, 0 to become to negative 1, we have to divide by 3 here. Okay, so what is 1 divided by 3? Okay, so I'll write it as a fraction. 1/10. Okay, then divide by 3 again, 1 over 9. Okay, so 1 over 9 is 1 over 3 squared. The 9 we change it to 3 squared. Okay, so there seems to be a pattern with these two. Okay, so what is the pattern? Okay, the pattern is if it's 3 to the power of negative 1. Okay, the number is 1 over 3. If it's 3 to the power of negative 2, it's 1 over 3 squared. Okay, so if I say what is 3 to the power of negative 3, I think most of you will say that it's 1 over 3 cubed. Okay, so you see the pattern that negative, right? Okay, if you want to calculate it out, okay, you can always do 1 over and then make it positive. Okay, so 3 minus 2 is 3 square, but the 3 square is at the denominator. Okay, 3 minus 1 is 1, but the 1 is at the denominator. Same goes for 3 minus 3. Okay, the 3 cubed will be at the denominator. Okay, so we call this the reciprocal. Okay, when we do 1 over, it's called the reciprocal. Okay, so this will give us the definition that a to the power of n is 1 over a n. Okay, and they say that a cannot be 0. Okay, so think about it, why a cannot be 0. Okay, so what I need to do now will be we're going to go through work example 7 first. Okay, and then later on we'll do practice now 7. Okay, so let's look at work example 7. Okay, for this one I'll go through all 3. Okay, so we'll do A first. 4 to the power minus 3. Okay, so we make the power positive, but it's 1 over 4 to the power 3. Okay, which is 1 over 64. Okay, so we'll do the next one. Be negative 7 to the power of minus 1, negative 1. Okay, so it's the same. Okay, 1 over and then negative 7, but to the power of 1, because when we do reciprocal, the negative becomes positive. Okay, so it's just minus 1 over 7. Okay, let's do the last one. Okay, 3 over 5 to the power of negative 2. Okay, so for this part, it's 1 over 3 over 5 squared. Okay, when we get rid of the negative sign, it becomes 1 over. Okay, we do this first. Okay, 1 over. Okay, we have to square each individual number. So 3 square becomes 9. 5 square becomes 25. Okay, it's kind of weird when we see 1 divided by 9 divided by 25. So we have to go back to primary school. Okay, so let's go back to primary school. Fraction here, this fraction first, okay, is divided. So we can write it as 1 divided by 9 over 25. Okay, so this is the numerator divided by the denominator. We look at it like that. Okay, but the thing is, in primary school we learn when we multiply by a fraction, we can change it to times and flip. Okay, so this thing can be written as 1 times 25 over 9. So the final answer is 25 over 9. Okay, so that's the work example 7. Okay, so now what we need to do is, can you look at practice now 7? Okay, so give it a go. There's A, B, C, D. Okay, so try practice now 7. combination of whatever law that we have learned. Okay, so I'll just try one or two of it. Okay, and then after that you can try the practice now 8. So we will look at work example 8 first. Okay, so let's look at 8A. This is on page 74. Okay, so work example 8. Look at 8. Okay, so they give us a to the power of -7 times a to the power of 4 divided by a to the power of -3. Okay, so it's a mix and match of whatever law that you have learned, law 1 to law 5, negative index as well as your zero indices. Okay, so for this one, okay, what we can do is, because all the bases are the same, okay, we just take a look. This involves times, so when we times, base is the same, the power we add. So a minus 7 plus 4. Okay. For this side is divide, base is the same, so we subtract. So subtract, just be careful, is minus -3. Okay, so the answer is a to the power of minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3, take plus 3, so the answer is a to the power of 0, which is 1 whole. Okay, so that's one question. Okay, let's look at B. Okay, for B is 8 b to the power of minus 6 c cubed over 2 b squared c cubed. Okay, so let's do slowly whatever we can do. Down here it's still in the bracket and cube, so we have to do something to it. We have to expand it and stuff, okay, before we deal with anything else. Okay, so it's 8 b minus 6 c cubed. Okay, but for this part, if you still remember, the 2 has to be cubed, so it's 8. The b square has to be cubed. Okay, so recall back this law 3, one term, okay, and then what do we need to do to the 2 and the 3? We need to multiply that. Okay, so it becomes b6. Okay. For the c, it's just c cubed, so it's just c cubed. Okay, at this point, okay, what we can do is the 8 and the 8 can cancel. So we settle the numbers first. Okay, we settle the b. Okay, for the b is b to the power of minus 6, and then divide, right? So divide means we must subtract this power. So subtract another 6. Okay, for the c is 3, but again we divide, so we subtract the 3. Okay, so we get b to the power of minus 12, negative 12, sorry, and then c to the power of 0. But c to the power of 0, there's something we learned. Okay, anything to the power of 0 is 1. So this is 1, but this one is negative index. So negative index, we can bring it below, and it becomes b12, and then the c is actually 1. So it's 1 over b12. Okay, so I just do a and b first. Okay, now I need to try the practice now 8. Okay, there's a lot to try, so I want you to try a to m. Okay, alright, thank you.